right, I'm going to call this meeting to order, the Monroe County Board of Commissioners. It is Thursday, May 8th. I will note for the record that Commissioner Madeira and myself are present in the Nat U Hill Room, and that Commissioner Jones is joining us via Teams. We'll begin with our public statement. We, the Monroe County Board of Commissioners, renew our commitment to welcome and protect the rights of all people, regardless of age, race, color, creed, disability, sexual orientation, gender, gender identity, marital status, economic status, and national origin. And we affirm the right of every person to live peacefully and without fear, and we will fight and resist at every step discrimination and harmful policies, whatever their source. We believe in diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. We also stand in support of our county public school systems, both RBB and MCCSC. And with that, we will move on to our department updates. See if the health department is here.
Yes, online.
Good morning. I see Ms. Kelly. Good morning.
Good morning, commissioners. As of May 6th, emergency visits for COVID-like illness have still increased slightly, but hospital admissions and wastewater concentrations are continuing to decrease. Flu activity is still minimal. As always, our public health clinic has vaccines available for all ages. You can call 812-353-3244 for more information or for an appointment.
Thank you so much. Comments or questions? Commissioner Jones?
No, I don't. Thank you.
Commissioner Madeira?
No, thank you. We appreciate all the work you do.
Thank you, Ms. Kelly.
Thank you.
All right. Any other departments have an update for us? You can raise your hand on Teams or come to the podium. Seeing none, we will move on to our next agenda item, which is public comment. This is for time reserved for items that are not on our agenda. We ask folks who are on Teams to raise their hand to be recognized, or if you're in the Nat U Hill Room, to come to the podium. We'll ask for your name and your county of residence, please. And each commenter is limited to 3 minutes. Is there anyone who wishes to make public comment today? All right, seeing none, we will move on to our next agenda item. Commissioner Madeira, please.
I would like to move the approval of the minutes for May 1st, 2025.
I will second that. Any comments, corrections, or edits? Okay. Mr. Cockrell, will you please call the roll on the approval of minutes for May 1st, 2025?
Commissioner Thomas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jones.
Yes.
Commissioner Madeira.
Yes.
Motion is approved, 3-0.
Thank you so much. We'll now move on to the next item, please.
I'd like to move approval of the claims docket for accounts payable for May 8th, 2025.
I will second that. Ms. Gallardo, tell us all about it, please.
Good morning. The accounts payable claims docket for May 8th, 2025 totals $1,079,427.08, and this includes all emergency claims and adjustments.
Thank you so much. Comments or questions, Commissioner Madeira?
I have none. Thank you.
Commissioner Jones?
No, I don't.
Is there any public comment on this item? You raise your hand on Teams or come to the podium. Seeing none, Mr. Cockrell, will you please call the roll on the approval of the claims docket, accounts payable May 8th, 2025?
Commissioner Thomas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jones.
Yes.
Commissioner Madeira.
Yes.
Motion is approved, 3-0.
Thank you. We don't have any reports today, so we'll move on to new business. First item, please.
I'd like to move approval of the Duke Energy Foundation Grant for Emergency Management, Fund Name Emergency Management Duke Grant, Fund Number 4938, in the amount of $5,500.
I will second that. Mr. Baker is joining us. Good morning. Tell us all about it.
Morning, Commissioners. The Emergency Management Department is pleased to announce that we received a grant from Duke Energy Foundation. This is about a yearly grant that we received from Duke Energy. The amount is for $5,500. And this year we are teaming up with the Indiana University Emergency Management team, and we are going to be purchasing a multi-purpose trailer that will be used for communication, command, and public outreach for like public events and incidents to kind of like make sure everything's established.
All right. Sounds like a good use of the money. Comments or questions? Commissioner Jones?
Yeah, I just agree. It sounds like a very good idea. I know we have a good partnership with IU.
Yes.
In this respect, at least.
Commissioner Madeira?
I echo Commissioner Jones's comments. I think this is an excellent opportunity for another strategic partnership with IU. And also, I think the demand for projects like this is going to only increase in the future as we see, again, more of these emergency incidents throughout the county. Thank you.
So a question actually for Mr. Cockrell. Is there going to be a need to have some sort of MOU about sharing this particular asset?
I'll have to talk with Mr. Baker to see how that's all working, but conceivably.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, I think we are actually working on that.
Okay,
Yeah, it's in
great.
progress.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see if there's
Thank
any
you.
public comment on this item. You raise your hand on Teams or come to the podium. Seeing none. Mr. Cockrell, will you please call the roll on the Duke Energy Foundation grant for emergency management?
Commissioner Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner Jones?
Yes.
Commissioner Madeira?
Yes.
Motion is approved, 3-0.
Thank you so much. Next item, please.
I would like to move approval for Aegis BLN USA Incorporated Agreement for Countywide Bridge Inspections for the fiscal year 2026 to 2029. Fund name Countywide Bridge Inspections 2026 to 2029. Fund number to be determined in the amount of $647,669.17.
I will second that. Ms. Ridge, tell us all about it.
Good morning. We are required to do a 4-year cycle on bridges in Monroe County. The agreement is to be for the fiscal year 2026 to 2029. We sent out RFPs as required through the NDOT federal aid program. The RFPs were scored by 3 individuals in the department, and then NDOT went over our paperwork to make sure that we were certified with our selection, and they agreed. So it would be Aegis, formerly Beam Longest and Neff, and the bridge inspections are covered 80% with federal funds and 20% local funds, and it is a reimbursable grant program.
Thank you so much. Comments or questions? Commissioner Jones?
No, I don't.
Commissioner Madeira?
No, I'm just very, again, grateful that this is, we only have to pay 20% of local funds, and again, very important purpose. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate the work that goes into even selecting a great contractor. So thanks to everyone who worked on this. Let's see if there's any public comment on this item. You raise your hand on Teams or come to the podium. All right, seeing none, Mr. Cockrell, will you please call the roll on the Aegis BLN USA Inc. agreement for countywide bridge inspections for 2026 to 2029?
Commissioner Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner Jones?
Yes.
Commissioner Madeira?
Yes.
Motion is approved, 3-0.
All right, next item, please.
I would like to move approval for signal construction agreement for routine and emergency signal repairs, fund names, motor vehicle highway restricted, county general, and parks non-reverting, fund numbers 1173, 1,000, 1178, and 1179 in the amount of $425 per intersection or $250 per hour.
I will second that. Ms. Ridge?
So we have a year contract with Signal Construction. We've used this company for a few years now. We do annual inspections on our traffic signals to make sure our equipment is up and running and satisfies all the credentials for a traffic signal. And then it's used for if we have deficiencies in our overhead signals or if it's on flash, so they are on call for us. And then the Parks Department uses it mainly for like crash locations if something's damaged in an area. The county highway covers the Hawk signals for the 2 trail crossings since they're overhead structures. And we do have some equipment we can use in-house if need be, but we just use this company on a on-call basis.
Thank you so much. Comments or questions, Commissioner Madeira?
No, this is another important purpose. Thank you so very much.
Commissioner Jones?
No, I don't.
I really appreciate having these kinds of contracts because it really helps departments who have emergency needs get those needs met immediately without having to wait for an appropriation or contract approval here. So really grateful that you're all thinking ahead. Thank you. Let's see if there's any public comment on this item. You can raise your hand on Teams or come to the podium. All right, seeing none, Mr. Cockrell, will you please call the roll on the signal construction agreement for routine and emergency signal repairs?
Commissioner Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner Jones?
Yes.
Commissioner Madeira?
Yes.
Motion is approved, 3-0.
All right, thank you so much. That was a brief agenda. Grateful for that. We don't have any appointments today, but we do encourage residents to go to our county website at co.monroe.in.us and look to see what vacancies there are because there still are a few. Please apply. Couple of other things. So we do encourage folks while they're on our county website to sign up for the resident alert system, click on the megaphone, fill out the form and choose the way you wish to be contacted about weather emergencies or other emergent events in Monroe County, which will help you stay up to date with everything that's going on. We do have office hours 6 times each month. If you go to the calendar on our homepage, you can find those office hours. Just join through Teams on your browser, and we can have a great conversation. I've had a few really good ones lately, so I really appreciate the folks that are taking the time to share their ideas. The letter carrier stamp out hunger food drive is Saturday, May 10th. That's why I'm wearing my Hoosier Hills shirt for the event. Residents are encouraged to place a bag of non-perishable food items, please no glass, next to their mailbox. Last year, more than 36,000 pounds of food were collected, and we need to beat that number because the federal government is wreaking havoc with Hoosier Hills Food Bank's ability to provide food for the community. Just a reminder that 1 in 5 people in our community are food insecure, and that's a number that's a real shame. The Bloomington Foundation is managing the rural repair program, so contact your trustee. If you are a homeowner who needs urgent repairs on your home, please contact your trustee. There are limited funds available, but they are available. And thank you again to our trustees and the Bloomington Foundation. We do have a blood drive today from 1 to 6, and that's at Ivy Tech in rooms C130A and C130B. And you can go to redcross.org to make an appointment. I just want to also note that we had an agenda item that was continued, and it was an item relating to a storage unit contract. And for the public's edification, I just want the public to know that those goods are stored now on county property, so there's no need for a contract, so we won't be seeing that come back. But they will be. And happy Mother's Day to all in the community. Moms who take care of others, biological or not. We appreciate all the moms in our community. Our next meeting is Thursday, May 15th, and we'll be starting earlier. On the 15th, we'll be starting at 9 a.m. so that we can attend the Peace Officers Memorial event at City Hall. So anything else for the good of the order, Commissioner Jones?
No, I don't.
Commissioner Madeira?
I just wanted to give a shout out to some high school students from Bloomington High School South. So something pretty extraordinary happened. There was a competition called the Samsung Solve for Tomorrow STEM competition. And actually, 3 students from Bloomington High School South were named one of 3 national winners. And this is pretty spectacular because they brought home a $100,000 prize package for technology and classroom supplies for their school. Cool. And they get an additional $25,000 to develop another sustainable venture. And the project that they developed was actually a project called Storm Shield, which was a lightweight headband that athletes can wear that protects hearing aids from damage during physical activity, and also senses potential dangers, which allows sports teams to better include people with disabilities, including individuals with hearing aids. So I just wanted to say that was amazing, and something that we as a community should be very proud of, because our schools are very, important community treasures, and we need to support them all we can. So thank you to the students, and thank you to their teachers, and thank you to the community and the families who support them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's really a great story. Thank you for bringing that to light. Really a huge congratulations to everyone involved. We do not have a work session today. Okay, great. So with that, we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone. Be well.